So let's fast forward a little. Let's say you high school. Did you have like plans like you like try to go to the league? You had like what was your route that you had when you were in high school?
So my route
Because
in high school,
you're pretty good at actually. I'm like I thought you play overseas. I was like you play overseas or something.
You know what, man? Like for me, coming up in the AV in the league, we all wanted to get out. Like that's no question. And it's all about like, oh, can I be or will I be good enough? Will the scouts see me when I'm on my travel team tours? Will the scouts come to the games where I'm out in the valley or when I'm when I'm playing in the house? So, I went to Lancaster High School. I ended up playing ball for there 3 years, my freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And then in that time and in that era, I always have to say eras. I think that's something that I think some real podcasters, not saying that this is not a real podcast, because for sure, you on your shit. But like for like podcasters that amplify the sports aspect of things, they don't deal with errors because errors of basketball matter. And I give it to all platforms talking because errors of basketball do matter, because you can't compare the Curry era to the Bron era. You can't, even though their errors cross blend.
Yeah.
So, and even like the early 2000s way of playing versus like the 80s and the 90s way of playing, because those errors change.
It's totally different.
And then of course back in Kareem in them days when it was like not many other teams in the league where people did have a certain type of dominance when it came to winning games and producing Hall of Fame teammates. So in my era of basketball for Lancaster High was 07 through 10.
Okay.
That's when I came in. But I came in 06 because 07 was the class graduating that year. Okay. So 06 essentially to 10, we were just taught a different way of basketball. One of our coaches was Dave Humphreys, who was one of the Lakers shooting coaches prior to coming to our school. And so he just taught us really good techniques, both defensive and offensive. We shot the ball ridiculously. Like, I don't know if people have trained basketball before, but if you haven't trained where your arms feel like they're going to fall off.
Man, I know.
And we're not talking about nowadays where you have to get kids on weighted basketballs.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
we was shooting real leather joints, Spalding. Now they're what? Wilson Evos now.
Evos now, yeah.
So it's like now it changes. Like, bro, we was shooting.
Those are way lighter, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. We were shooting I think they were called the TP 1300s or something like that. So like we were shooting actual basketballs, leather joints.
And then like when you sweating, the ball feel heavier.
Bro, exactly. So I'm like, and then when you dribbling, and if you wanted to be a real person to like work on your dribbling, you'll flatten that ball just a little bit, because that ball will help you.
You gotta bounce it more. You gotta. That's a trick, man. I used to do that when I was young. I used to put the Kyrie. I used to put like a flatter ball and put the plastic plastic bag. I swear to God, I used to work.
Nice.
I swear to God, I used to work when I was like middle school freshman. That's when I got my handles up. I remember that.
Yeah, so just in that era alone, like we learned so much about the game. He taught the game so well. And, I didn't notice that I was going to be, a coach at that point. Because, at that point, you focus on being a player. You focus on getting out, at least getting to the right college. So we just learned a lot about defenses, a lot about trapping, a lot about how to trap, when to trap, what you see. Like I said, shooting crazy. I think for my freshman year, I shot like 50%. Like just like everywhere. Like inside was good because layups were easy, but like free throws, percentage outside of 4 or 5 feet outside of the three I shot trash. But like the next year I really put the work in my sophomore year, which is one of my favorite years essentially in high school. My sophomore year, and I went from a 50% shooter from the field to 85%.
So you okay?
Just from putting that work in for one summer.
Dang. That's a big jump.
Oh, bro, but I'm telling you, but then like I gotta give it to all the cats that went to Lancaster from 06 to 2010, because we were some young bulls, like from the varsity down to the freshmen. Like we didn't take nothing from nobody. And some of y'all know. So I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. Some of y'all know, bro, Lancaster High School was smacking every team in the league. Straight up. We went 14-0, bro, my sophomore year, bro. We went undefeated, bro. In the GLC, bro. In the GLC. That's never heard of, bro. For you go 14-0. We was in the papers, all that stuff. I mean, of course, on the back end when we met Paul George, because Paul George, we did play against Paul George in 08. He was a bad boy. Reps up to my boy playing for the Sixers now. But at the end of the day, we went 11-0. 11-0 in league until our varsity broke that message, and then they lost to Highland, and then they lost to AV, and they lost to Paul George and them boys.
And that was back in 08?
That was in 08. And mind you, we still have a shared Golden League title that's hanging in Lancaster's gym till this day.
Wow. That's crazy. Man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
So you go up to Lancaster High School, you see that 08 up in there, that 08 is us.